I'm Cassidy Edwards.
I'm Casey Pyatt.
I'm Anmore Robertson.
I'm James Bernash.
I'm Andrew Gosling.
I'm Andre Brown.
Welcome to 5 Points.
The Fall Festival was held October 23rd from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the 5 Point Center for Active Adults. We had approximately about 35 people show up throughout the whole entire course of the Fall Festival. It included festival-themed games, a photo booth, face painting, pumpkin painting, popcorn, cupcakes, a donut on the string game, which was really fun.
We started our program by having participants sign in at our registration table and try to guess the number of candy corn in 2 jars. Whoever guessed the number closest to the amount of candy corn would end up winning the entire jar of candy corn itself. As they signed in, we gave our guests raffle tickets to win a basket of fall-themed goodies. We announced the raffle at the end of the event. From there, we had multiple carnival games set up around the lawn of the 5 Point Center. We had games like Tip-A-Jug, Stop and Throw, Ball Bounce, and Cornhole that we were able to borrow from the Raleigh Parks and Recreation Department. We also set up temporary tattoos, a Veterans Day card-making station, and a donut on a string game, which was a huge hit with the kids.
The mission statement for 5 Points was together we connect and we enrich our community through exceptional experiences. So one of our goals for the Fall Festival was to provide a social setting for members to engage in activities that kept them socially, physically, and mentally active. For events such as the pumpkin painting and the carnival games and the donut string game, we allowed our participants an opportunity to kind of connect with each other, communicate with each other, and it kind of, I think in that aspect, it helped enrich the community as a whole.
The lessons we learned from the Fall Festival is that we could do a better job of marketing.
In planning event 2, we wanted to make sure we started our marketing earlier in order to better promote our Veteran Days event. We also wanted to get our donations out earlier so we could provide more in terms of food, programming, and for our raffle.
The Veterans Day celebration was held on November 9th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the 5 Point Center for Active Adults. It was held to honor the men and women who served the United States Armed Forces. The event included guest speaker Master Sergeant Jim Yanachek, cake and drinks, recognition of veterans who attended, and card making for other veterans. We wanted to provide this program to show respect and support to the veterans in the Raleigh area. The 5 Point Center was a great place to hold this celebration because we could easily reach out to active adults who had served in the armed forces. This program fit into the agency's goal of promoting social activity.
As veterans and their families arrived, we had them make name tags. We also had a raffle ticket to raffle off gift cards to Cup of Joe on Hillsborough Street, and our grand prize raffle was a gift card to Sullivan's Steakhouse. After all of our guests arrived, we played Veterans Day social bingo to get to know one another. The guests were along the lines of find someone in this room who served in the Navy or in the Air Force or whatever branch, find someone who served for at least 5 years, and so on and so forth. As our event progressed, we recited the Pledge of Allegiance and we played the national anthem. We had Master Sergeant Jim Yanachek of the Army National Guard speak to the veterans about his service and his experience. After, we asked each veteran to stand up so we could thank them and recognize them for their service. We handed out Veterans Day cards that were made by NC State students, and then we had the veterans themselves make cards for our troops and other veterans overseas that will be distributed by Operation Card Drop.
So once again, our mission statement for 5 Points is together we connect and we enrich our community through exceptional experiences. And we did this through free food, having a speaker and music, a card-making station, providing a chance for current veterans as well as public who came to the event to show their appreciation for soldiers currently serving the country through social interaction and engagement.
The Veterans Day celebration fulfilled our short-term impact on the clients by giving them the opportunity to socialize,
with others their age and youth, as well as gain a feeling of appreciation through recognition for their service to the country.
The use of run sheets taught us how important it is to plan out each step of an event in detail. This is so that on the day of the event, everyone knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and what materials or supplies they need. It also ensures that if one team member unexpectedly cannot make it, that the other members can handle that member's task without wondering what all they need to do. This learning mainly comes from the Fall Festival. When we got there, it was really easy to get everything set up and ready to go because all of our team members could refer back to the run sheets and knew exactly what they were supposed to do. Another helpful tool that goes along with run sheets are materials and supplies checkoff lists. These can be broken down by different segments of the event or by each individual task on your run sheet. Just be certain to have a master list and always double check your materials and supplies. This learning opportunity is important to us because we will need to know how to develop a run sheet for the future events and even our careers. Run sheets can be used for any event where you need to coordinate volunteers, staff, and resources effectively and efficiently.
Through my time in this class and partnering with 5 Points, I've learned the importance of soliciting donations. This is a great way to keep costs down. Anything a company donates is one less thing you have to take out of your program's budget, and this is especially important for lower budget programs. I've also learned the importance of starting early. Many of the companies we went to required around 6 weeks of advance notice in order to fulfill our donation request. And I found having an ID sheet with the tax identification number of your company or program was a great way to build credibility, and also companies were a lot more willing to donate if they were able to gain financially from it through tax write-offs. Having the opportunity to create these 2 programs allowed me to learn these lessons, which I can hopefully take with me for the rest of my career.
Throughout this experience, I've gained confidence in running a program. This is very important for my future in parks and recreation, and I'm very thankful that I was able to grow personally through these programs. Hopefully, my confidence in being able to run a program will show for many years to come.
Through this service learning experience, I have learned the importance of balancing the relationship between a team and their supervisor. I have learned that it's also important to establish this balance in the relationship at the beginning of working together to alleviate confusion or miscommunication later down the line. You don't want the supervisor to control the team, but you also don't necessarily want the team to have complete freedom over the project. Ideally, the supervisor is there to guide and support the group to achieve a mutually desired outcome. They aren't there to do the whole task or project for the team, but they are there to assist the group when they get stuck or when they have questions.
Working in a group has taught me that everyone brings something different to the table. Not everyone is going to agree at all times. We all have our own different opinions and views, but it is important to work together to incorporate everyone's ideas in order to reflect our group as a whole. Working in a group can be difficult at times, but feeding off of each other's ideas ultimately results in a better product.
Throughout the events, I've learned how important it is to have a good plan and how each person needs to carry out their part for the entire event to be successful. I had a good time working with my group to make sure that we threw the best event. We are able to enrich the lives of those of the Adult Care Center.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
And after all the talk, all I gotta say is
welcome to the good life.